Greetings. Welcome back to IBI, India Business Insights. While we earlier looked at Jubilant Foods, which pioneered the pizza delivery model, today we'll be looking at Sapphire Foods India Limited. This company is a big player in pizzas but initially focused on relatively larger format dining restaurants. This company operates as one of the two largest franchisees of the Pizza Hut and KFC brands owned by Yum in India. The company, directly and through its subsidiaries, is one of the largest franchisees of Yum brands in the Indian subcontinent in terms of revenue, with the rights to operate KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell stores in India, Sri Lanka, and Maldives. The company came out with an IPO in November 2021 and has been a leading QSR brand with a substantial market presence and scale even before that. Sapphire Foods was incorporated in November 2009 as Samarjeet Advisors Private Limited. The entity was renamed as Sapphire Foods India Private Limited in 2015, a franchisee partner of Yum for Pizza Hut and KFC brands. The story of Sapphire Foods started with its franchisee agreement with Yum Brands, and the agreement, to some extent, became a strength as well as the road to the success for the company. Yum Brands Incorporation has established over 50,000 restaurants in more than 150 countries and territories, with about 98% outlets owned and operated by franchisees, licensees, and affiliates. Sapphire Foods operates about 263 KFC stores in West, North, South, and Central India, and about 219 Pizza Hut outlets in Western, Southern, and Central India as of March 31st, 2022. It also operates about 7 Pizza Hut stores in Gurugram, Haryana, 70 Pizza Hut and 3 Taco Bell outlets in Sri Lanka, and 2 outlets in the Maldives through its subsidiaries Gamma Group. As of March 31st, 2021, KFC and Pizza Hut restaurants comprised approximately 7% and 6% respectively of the total number of outlets of key QSR brands in India. The company's franchisee agreement with Yum allows it to operate on a non-exclusive basis under the KFC brand in several states in India and across Maldives, the Pizza Hut brand in several states in India and across Sri Lanka and the Maldives, and the Taco Bell brand across Sri Lanka while leveraging Yum's system and system property. It also provides it with the right to use Yum system and system property, covering all aspects of business operations, as well as the flexibility to undertake, with Yum's approval, local or regional promotions while meeting Yum's global quality assurance standards. It also provides the company with the flexibility to operate their in house supply chain and have direct relationships with their vendor partners who go through Yum's approval process. The company benefits from their one system commercial negotiations where they negotiate with their suppliers jointly with Yum and its other franchisee in India to procure their key raw materials and equipment. The company also holds regular meetings with Yum where they discuss marketing execution, innovation, and new product development, IT and technology, business and operating performance improvement, and new restaurant expansion, as well as brand strategy and key vendor and supplier negotiations. They also attend global franchisee meetings with Yum to leverage and share best practices across markets. The company also benefits from Yum's extensive global marketing and advertising concepts, product development capabilities, and cooking techniques to drive sales and generate increased restaurant footfalls, while being guided by Yum's restaurant development procedures and standards. The company thus derives significant value from their franchisee arrangement with Yum. Sapphire Foods was incorporated in Mumbai, India under the name Samarjeet Advisors Private Limited, as mentioned earlier, on November 10, 2009, as a private limited company under the Companies Act 1956 and was granted a certificate of incorporation by the ROC. On December 26, 2014, the company changed its name to Sapphire Foods India Private Limited to reflect the intention of the company to carry on the business of inter alia running hotels and restaurants, and a fresh certificate of incorporation dated January 7, 2015 was issued to the company by the ROC. With this name, the company entered into the business of quick service restaurants QSR and casual dining. The company was set up in September 2015 by the acquisition of some franchisee operations of Yum! India, which runs Pizza Hut and KFC restaurants via a consortium of four private equity funds led by Samara Digital. Together, the four funds have pumped in close to rupees 750 crores in the entity to acquire 6 to 7 franchisees, including those held by Mumbai-based Dotzel Hospitality Private Limited, making Sapphire one of the largest owners of Pizza Hut franchisees in India. The company had its first round of funding received from private limited equity firms and was backed by market investors like Samara Capital, Goldman Sachs, IDI Emerging Market Partners, and CX Partners in September 2015. And in August 2016, Mr. Sanjay Purohit joined Sapphire Foods in the capacity of whole-time director and group CEO and has been serving in this post ever since. The company acquired multiple smaller Yum franchisees through business share acquisition to leverage the large value creation opportunity. Over 250 outlets of KFC and Pizza Hut were acquired across Indian and Sri Lanka, and 7,000 employees were onboarded between September 2015 to July 2016. The second round of funding of INR 2,250 million was completed successfully from Goldman Sachs in December 2018. Thereafter, the company was converted into a public limited company on June 15, 2021, and the name of the company was changed to Sapphire Foods India Limited, and a fresh certificate of incorporation dated July 8 to 2021 was issued to the company by the ROC. On August 9, 2021, the company raised 1,150 crore through a mix of secondary and primary rounds led by private equity firms such as Creda, Newcast Capital Partners, and TR Capital. This investment in the company came in the backdrop of Devyani International's IPO, another major franchisee of Yum brands in India. During the month of November 2021, the company came out with rupees 2073 crores public issue that was entirely an offer for sale by selling shareholders like QSR Management Trust and Sapphire Foods Mauritius Limited, including promoters. The allotted IPO shares were listed on the BSE Limited and NSE on 18 November 2021. The company then decided to allocate more than 79,000 equity shares to 53 anchor investors like Government of Singapore, Monetary Authority of Singapore, Fidelity Funds, Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, Morgan Stanley Asia Limited, ICICI Prudential Life Insurance, Bajaj Alliance Life Insurance Company, and Sundaram Mutual Fund. Sapphire Foods opened its 500th store in November 2021, a significant milestone in their growth journey, and the company expects to continue on this growth trajectory and expect to double their store count in the next 3-4 years. We'll be doing an in-depth analysis of the major QSR players that we shall be posting later this week. The consolidated numbers for 2022 show a sharp increase in revenues. Further, the company has seen its EBITDA margins above 10% for the first time, and the company has a small profit after tax. KFC is the largest QSR chain serving chicken in India in terms of restaurant count, with 648 KFC locations in India as of July 8, 2022. Founded in the US by the Colonel Harlan T. Sanders in 1939, KFC opened its first restaurant in India in 1996. KFC in India and the Maldives has an extensive menu featuring chicken on the bone, boneless chicken, and other chicken products, burgers, rice dishes, wraps, beverages, and desserts. The company operates 204 KFC restaurants in India and Maldives as of March 31st, 2021. Pizza Hut was the second largest pizza chain in India in terms of revenue in the financial year 2020 and the market leader in Sri Lanka in terms of revenue for the financial year 2021 and the number of restaurants as of March 31st, 2021. The first Pizza Hut restaurant opened in the US in 1958. Pizza Hut in India and Sri Lanka has an extensive menu for all parts of the day, offering a broad variety of pizzas, pastas, appetizers, beverages, and desserts. Pizza Hut was the first international QSR chain to enter the Sri Lankan food and beverage in the 1993. Taco Bell was the largest Mexican inspired restaurant chain in the world in terms of store count as of December 31st, 2020. The first Taco Bell restaurant was opened in 1962 in California. Taco Bell specializes in Mexican inspired food products for multiple day parts, including breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner. Taco Bell in Sri Lanka has various types of tacos, chalapas, burritos, and other related items. We have seen how Sapphire Foods is a leading QSR brand with a substantial market presence and has strong relationship with Yum. Yum Foods is perhaps one of the largest chain of restaurants. This was created by spinning out the Pepsi Incorporation's restaurant chain in 1997, initially as Tricon Global Restaurants Incorporation. We think that the key reasons for the growth of the company in India are as follows. The company's scalable new restaurant economic model for expansion. Their CEO Sanjay Purohit mentioned that their expansion is not only limited to the brands that they currently operate, while KFC and Pizza Hut are exceedingly strong brands and there is a multi-year opportunity in terms of expansion on these brands, the company is building itself up to be a platform player and may introduce more of the many brands of Yum. The company is also working on enhancing the value and affordability proposition of Yum's global brands to drive more transaction and higher ticket sizes and acquire new customers through offerings such as KFC's entry-level burgers and value chicken buckets, Pizza Hut's everyday value pizzas, and meat combos for 1, 2, and 4 persons. The company has shown continuous focus on sustainable cost efficiencies through its Space Setup program, where they benchmark best cost practices amongst cohorts of restaurants. The company also has a robust international process starting from mapping of new potential trade areas for the next 3 years and including site selection, building the restaurant, manpower planning and training, and a marketing launch plan to achieve the targeted value of sales. The company has development agreements and recovery relief agreements which provide it with additional incentives for the expansion of KFC and Pizza Hut restaurant networks. The company has also differentiated product offerings with KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell as a market leader in chicken, pizza, and Mexican inspired food, respectively, and the products which are freshly made every day at their restaurants. The company offers wide variety of menu offerings with both meal and snack options for multiple parts of the day for people. The company's continuous focus on delivering great customer experience with system-wide operating procedures and hygiene that are consistent with the global standards of KFC, Pizza Hut, or Taco Bell, as the case may be, with respect to product quality, taste parameters, food preparation methods, food safety, cleanliness, and customer care standards. The company has shown operational excellence by value offerings at entry and premium price points, enabling it to drive new customer acquisition and at the same time upsell products through the use of meal combos and add-ons. The company uses an omni-channel strategy of utilizing its brick and mortar restaurant assets and digital stores across multiple revenue channels of dine-in, takeaway, own delivery, and aggregated delivery services. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe to India Business Insights.